recording from the One More Pour studio, where every pour comes with a story. This is the Dram Amateur Podcast. And here's your host, Jason.
All right, welcome back to the Dram Amateur Podcast, the show where we explore the stories, spirits, and sips that make the world of whiskey, bourbon, rum, tequila, mezcal, and beyond so exciting. I'm your host, Jason, and I'm thrilled to have you here for another pour of a great conversation. Before we dive in, don't forget to connect with me on Instagram at Dram_amateur, as well as YouTube and Facebook under the Dram Amateur Podcast to stay in the loop with exclusive content and updates. Whether you're a seasoned enthusiast or just starting your journey into the world of fine spirits, this is your spot to sip, learn, and share. So pour yourself something good, get comfortable, and let's kick off another unforgettable episode of the Dram Amateur Podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight's guest is my longtime friend, Greg, a diehard Syracuse Orange and Buffalo Bills fan, and someone I've known for what feels like a lifetime. Our friendship started the way a lot of great friendships did back in the day, completely randomly while playing SOCOM online years ago. What began as a chance encounter and a game turned into a decades of stories, laughs, and memories. Tonight, we're kicking back, opening an incredible bottle of mezcal, and taking a trip through the years, sharing some of the best stories from our adventures, gaming days, and everything in between. So pour yourself a drink, settle in, and join us as we raise a glass to friendship, nostalgia, and the kind of conversations that only happen between old friends. Greg, welcome to the Dram Amateur Podcast in the One More Pour studio, man. How you doing?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing wonderful. I just want to make sure that everyone can see the shirt that I'm wearing today. So I think that we're playing the 49ers, I believe.
Oh, Jesus.
You
You wore
that
that
one?
shirt, the snow game shirt.
Bet your ass I did. This is my favorite shirt.
And
so
that's the Josh Allen touchdown where he ran around in circles every single time and then dove into the end zone. Oh my God. I hate you for wearing
who are they
that
playing
shirt
right there?
now.
What's that helmet right there?
That's my Niners. That's my Niners. Oh, Greg, you had to start the podcast off with a negative. That's not good, bud.
It's only a negative from your point of view. It's fantastic from mine.
Oh man, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
Good.
Freaking wonderful day up here. So I've been trying to get to the store to get some new mezcal because apparently I've been blessed as like the mezcal expert with all the, Scott and Mike and those guys. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just send a picture to Jason and he gives me the thumbs up. And then I pretend like I picked it out, like I knew what I was doing. So
that's awesome.
Appreciate the assists.
No, that's awesome. No, so tonight it was funny because I had plans all day. So today I went to a raffle at my favorite liquor store in the area. And they had I got a bottle of bourbon, I got a new bottle of tequila, and I got a couple bottles of mezcal myself. And I was planning on doing some podcasts because I'm going on a 2-week vacation here coming up. So I'm like, I got to get some ready to go. And I was just going to do a solo one. And then I'm sitting there getting a grill ready tonight, having a cigar. And Greg sends me a picture. And it was a picture of mezcal. And he says, "Is this any good?" And I said, "Yep." And there it is. It's a Wild Common Cuishe. So he said, "Is this any good?" I said, "Yep." And he's like, "Cool, I'm getting it." I'm like, "Wait a minute." And then to connect the story, I was like, I think I have a sample of that. So I ran into my cabinet and sure enough, boom, thanks to my boy, Jerry, a whiskey kid and his peppers, he sent me this Wild Common sample a while back and I haven't tried it. So I was like, "Greg, we should get together and do a podcast tonight and you can open yours and try it. I'll open mine. We'll make a cocktail. We'll try it and eat." What the hell? It's fucking perfect, man.
Yeah, I had not touched it. I was like, you better be having this podcast tonight because I'm opening this bottle tonight. So it kind of worked out pretty well.
Oh man, that's awesome. And it's funny too. I'm gonna give a little bit of backstory because I told Liz this too because I was laughing when you sent it to me. So I sent it. You said yes. I said hell yeah, let's get together and drink. And then I asked you where you bought it. And you bought it to the place I thought you bought it at. And I'll tell you a little bit more of the story. So it's really funny how this world works. And it's kind of funny even how this situation between you and me, like how we got to be friends. And now even how I got to know the guy that you bought the bottle from at the store you bought. So I got connected with Dos Gabachos over in California a while ago. And come to find out one of the guys is from the Syracuse area. Well, they have distribution in California and in Syracuse. And in Syracuse, there's a store called Angel Share in the Syracuse area that Greg goes to quite often. So when I found out about that, I asked Greg, have you been there before? And had you been there before when I came up to see you, or no?
I think that was the first time I'd ever gone. They had just opened up, so I think it was like, hey, I know you like to do on your little liquor store adventures. Like, oh, I got a great spot because it's right by my house and I want to check it out. So that might have been the first time.
Yeah. Okay. So we rolled out. We had breakfast. I remember that, and then we went into the store and walked in, met the owner, super nice guy. Let him know like I had connected with the Dos Cabachos guys, and we talked for a little bit. And lo and behold, Greg's been going there for a while now, buying stuff from them. So when he found out he bought the bottle, when I found out he bought the bottle from them, I had pinged him on Instagram. I said, "Hey, my buddy bought the bottle of Cuishe from you, the Wild Common." I said, "We're gonna have a podcast tonight. I'll drop the name of the liquor store." So he was all excited about that too. So pretty funny how a group of people on the West Coast that lived in Syracuse, I came up to visit you, went to the store. We're still like kind of connected through that triangle there too. It's pretty, the world works in pretty cool ways, man.
Yeah, the reason why I go there too is because there's not. I love tequila, and I've just gotten into mezcal recently, and there's not. And this isn't like bashing anybody in the area, but there's not a lot of liquor stores that sell. I mean, they sell tequila, but with mezcal, there's like one bottle and maybe two bottles. And I remember going to Angel Share, and he had mentioned I'm trying to be like the mezcal tequila, guy in the area. And I'm like, well, you live real close to the right person for that. So and go there, and it's like, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. So when I see, it's out the Dos Caspachos, and I send a couple of the other stuff too, and I like it all, but there's like 5 or 6, 7 more other options. So That's what I like. And then just like, and like, you can just go and ask him, hey, what's this? He goes, nope, I'll give you, what do you like? What are you drinking? How are you drinking it? That's where I got this tequila from, because he said, hey, I'm making, margaritas.
Yeah,
margaritas on a boat. So he's like, get this. If you're just mixing it, this is good. Cheap, not cheap, but like price wise, it makes sense that if you're just gonna water it down with limes and stuff like that. So, big fan.
Quality tequila does not have to be expensive. So that's a great Cimarron's a great bottle of a mixer or a sipper too. So so it's funny because I connect with that guy, and I don't know his name. I should know his name, and I don't, but I connect with him all the time on Instagram. Every single time he posts something, I'll repost it or I'll put a comment on it. I mean, when we went in, he was really cool with us. He's been nothing but nice to me as well. He's been a huge supporter of mine also. So even though I live, halfway across the country in Georgia, it's really cool how we even stay connected. So I'm glad you continue to go to him and give him your business, because I think he's a pretty dope guy. And I agree with you. From what we saw in the past with a lot of stores in the Syracuse area, he seems to really give a damn. And I think he had mentioned too, like he's trying to get into like those more unique spirits and get a better selection of mezcal, tequila, those kind of things. And to be honest with you, the pictures I've seen, I probably haven't seen everything he's bought, but I mean, he has some fantastic stuff coming in too, man. So it's awesome.
He had new stuff today. I was gonna get a bottle of tequila and the mezcal, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna have to go with the one today. It's a little. I just look at the price tag, but I also had the G4 before I have your recommendation, and my G4 is gone, and I love the G4. So I wanted to try a different color, call it a color, right? I'm gonna butcher the names, but I had the Blanco. I didn't have the premium, but then there was their
the Reposado.
Thank you. Yes, that one.
Yep, I got you.
That's next on my list. I figured I'll just stick with this for now.
No, it's cool. That's cool. No, and Greg's like, he's new into the game, but he's trying new things. And so I was like, hell yeah, dude, let's get together and drink the Cuishe together and try it. We'll make a cocktail out of it and everything. So it's fucking perfect, man. This is like the best day ever.
I give you my beer recommendations. You give me your liquor recommendations.
Talk about beer recommendations. Hold on a minute. There is a beer that I just found. Well, I saw a picture of it. Someone posted about it, and I went to find it today at the one store I went to, and I didn't find it. I'm gonna have to look online, but it is out of I think the Michigan area, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. It is a Big Lake Brewing. It is a cotton candy haze. And the notes on it were, so it's a 6% ABV, juicy burst of tropical fruit and balanced citrus flavors, hints of cotton candy and crisp, clean finish. I don't know about the cotton candy part, but the juicy IPA stuff, I'm there for, buddy. I am like, sign me up and let me try that.
It's the names a lot of times just try to get you to get something. I mean, yeah, the cool looking can. I mean, it's probably good. I've never heard of Big Lake. I'm a little spoiled because I got Treehouse up here.
Yeah, a little.
It's only the best brewery on the planet. sure somebody will fight me over that, but get over it. It's amazing. Everything they now they make spirits now too.
No shit. Since when?
Yeah, since they've had for a while, but now the Saratoga brewery we go to all the time. They have a whole spirit section. They have cocktails. They make transfusions in cans. It's the best transfusion I ever had. They're like grape juice and vodka. Basically, they use their own vodka. I could talk all day about it. I know we're not here to talk about them, but they're just.
We could talk Treehouse all day. The only problem is my supplier hasn't sent me jack shit yet.
I don't have any either. I don't have any either. That's why I don't want to talk about it too much. I'm just gonna get sad. I'm on vacation in a week or two, or no, 2 weeks. So I'm gonna head up there and pick up some for the summer. But you can't go wrong with that place. I haven't tried. I mean, I've tried the liquor there. They give you samples and stuff. I think I had. What did I have? A dill pickle gin, I want to say, maybe. It was okay. Like,
I'm mildly interested, actually.
Yeah, it was. I'm not there for liquor, but I give it a shot. I tried the groupie stuff, right? I don't need to try their vodka because I have all their cocktail cans. But yeah, next time I go, I'll grab some stuff for you. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I got the luck to go to Treehouse once in its home and in the main one. Where is that at? It's not Sturbridge, Mass. Where is it?
No,
shit.
You're gonna make me think about this now. It's near Springfield.
I know.
That's not their original, but it's.
Where's their original?
It's right around the same area.
Okay.
I think it's Scarborough, actually.
Yeah, so I got to go there, and I will tell you what, like, I love beer. I don't drink beer that much anymore unless I'm in Germany and Czech and Prague or Czech. That's completely different. That beer's amazing. But I will tell you this: Treehouse IPAs are fucking amazing. Like I will fight. I am still searching for an IPA that is of equal or even close to equal quality of Treehouse. I've not found it yet. So yes, I agree with you, Greg. So I will fanboy as much as you do until somebody gives me something different.
Yeah, Charlton is where we went. In
Charlton, that's what it is. That's Charlton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some other. I mean, Trillium's pretty good. I think we're getting Trillium cans here in Syracuse, which is a little weird. Maybe the nostalgia kind of wore off. Maybe the cans were old. I still put Treehouse on top. But that's the thing about Treehouse is that they don't distribute. So when you get a can of, Trillium at a bar, you're like, I try to look at the stamp and when was this made, and you don't always get that information. Or when did you tap your keg? The keg's been sitting in the truck for. Treehouse is like they just brewed the like it's they don't have to distribute because they're lines out the door. So every time you get something there, it's always as fresh as possible. So I'm sure that's skewing the results a little bit, but yeah, you can't go wrong. I mean, there's other breweries that are fantastic too, but for my money, I don't have to go. I don't have to look. Why you ever go to like furniture shopping and you're like, well, that's the first couch I saw, and that's the one I really want. But then you feel weird about just not looking at anything else and you're wasting all your time. I've moved on from that. I'm like, nope, this is it. I'm done. Let's just get out of here and get this couch and go home and sit on it. So,
oh shit, no, dude, I agree with you, man. I have not had a brewery. I'm not, like you said, there's fantastic breweries out there. My hands down, my favorite so far has been Treehouse that I've ever tried. So we're actually going for vacation this year. We're going from San Francisco, flying to San Francisco and driving up the California and Oregon coast and spending the entire week on the coast. So I'll get to try hopefully some West Coast beers. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll stop into a brewery or two if I can find some. I think there are some over there, and we'll try some of those and see how those are.
Yeah, there's definitely some good stuff out there. I'll try to find you some stuff before you go.
Got to be close to the coast because we're not going.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
There's a couple.
Are you going near Torrance?
Torrance.
Where's Torrance? I got it pulled up right here.
Yeah, hold on. I'll look at mine too.
No, that's in LA. Never mind.
Nope, no LA. I'm going.
You don't want to go to. That's fine. That's totally fine.
LA does not interest me in any way, shape, and form. I don't know why. It's probably really close-minded.
I don't blame you.
More traffic than anything else.
Russian River. All right, let me look at one more spot and then we'll move on to Russian.
Oh, we're good. We can. Welcome to the Dram Amateur Podcast. We just chill the fuck out. This is like sitting in a bar, hanging out, talking.
Russian River, Santa Rosa. Where's that?
Santa Rosa, Cali, south.
Yeah,
south of San Francisco. I'm going the opposite direction.
That's north of San Francisco.
Hold up.
Yeah, Russian River Brewing Company. That's where you get Pliny the Elder and Pliny the Younger. That's like if you want a West Coast drink, that's where you go. Yeah, it's just north of south of San
Oh, you know
Francisco.
what? I'll be driving up that way, but the problem is I'll be driving up that way at like probably 7 a.m.
No. Well,
So I will miss it.
if it works out, works out. If it doesn't, don't worry about it.
Yeah, because we're
I've never
leaving.
actually had those before.
That sucks because I'm leaving at like we're probably leaving 6 or 7 a.m. from San Fran and then driving up through to Culver City that day. So it's like a 6 or 7 hour drive. So yeah. Anyway,
It's all right.
I'm sure I'll find something. All right, you want to crack your bottle?
I do.
Sweet. I'm gonna crack my. I'm not going to be able to make a cocktail out of it because I only have just over a half an ounce, and my cocktail calls for a half an ounce. So I'm just going to pour the whole thing, and I'll make the cocktail out of a different mezcal.
So I'm kind of a bitch here, right? I don't sip this stuff like you do. So what am I talking? Are we doing 2 fingers or?
Oh, just no, like a half. Like you can just do like a little bit, like a half, like just a small pour, like even a half an ounce, man. Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like I just poured out a little bit I poured out about a quarter of an ounce out. That's all you need is just to smell it and taste it. So what I told Greg is what we should, like Greg asked me, he's like, hey, make cocktails out of it. And I told Greg, one thing I've learned is you can make cocktails out of every liquor that you buy or every spirit you buy. And sometimes even the really, really good spirits are the ones that make the best cocktails. So there's no shame in spending money on a decent bottle of mezcal or tequila or bourbon or whatever, or rum, and then make a cocktail out of it. So and Greg, so a little story about Greg. Sorry, Greg.
It's okay.
Greg is not a straight liquor guy all the time. We took a beautiful trip to Jack Daniel's one time.
I had a good time. All right.
It was a ton of fun, but I was funny. I as bougie sometimes as I might get to be, I decided to do like the Angel Share tour, which is all the high proof bourbon and all the like the single barrels and all those kind of things. And poor Greg does not drink straight bourbon, so he's just like, I think I'm just tasting gasoline the entire time I'm sipping on it.
I tried, right? So we're sitting up
You
there
did.
and we're, the lady's up there and she's just, okay, this one's got a little hint of like almond. And I'm like, all right, she's like, put it in your mouth and swish it around. So I'm like, okay, I'm swishing in my mouth. And it's just burning I'm like, so I swallow. I'm like, oh yeah, I got a little oak in that one, and she goes to the next one and she's like, this one's got the vanilla or whatever. And I was like, looked at him. I'm like, dude, I thank you, but no, there's no flavor at all with this. It is pure gasoline. Like I can't do it. I tried.
You do, and that's why I appreciate it. So that's why I said tonight, I'm like, I think one of the things that I was taught early on, especially like when you buy something, just do a small pour, like a quarter of an ounce pour. I mean, in my glass, you can barely even see, there's barely anything in the bottom of that glass, probably a quarter of an ounce, because then I think the benefit of doing it that way is 2 things. One, it gets you acclimated to it a little bit. That way your palate evolves over time to something straight, where this isn't high proof either. I think this is 46 proof. So it's only 92. Yeah, it's only 92 proof. It's only 46% by alcohol.
Yes.
So
mine does not say 46 proof. It says 46%. Okay.
46%. It's 92 proof. So it's not going to be too crazy. But at the same time, then you get to try it by itself before you have it in a cocktail. So you just get to choose and see different things with it. And one of the beautiful things about mezcal is with all the different agaves they make mezcal out of, the Cuishe is going to be different than the Espadín, be different than the Tobola, going to be different than every other agave, and especially even the methods they make it. So it's really cool that you got a dope bottle.
Mm-hmm.
You got a really dope bottle. So
yeah,
while you're nosing it and smelling it and all that kind of stuff, you want to talk about how we met? That was a pretty crazy, funny story. I think everybody probably appreciate.
We'll have to take a sip of that first before we start that story.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, wow. That's really good. That's smooth. See, it always has a little bite, but when I don't get the bite first, when I get the bite last, that's how I know it's good liquor. Because whenever I get the bad stuff, or at least in my perception of bad, I take it and it's just gas. This was just flavor, smoke, and then gas, which is fine. It's not a big deal.
Yep.
So how did we meet? So I know how we meet. I'm trying to think about day one. So anyway, right. So
I want to hear from your perspective. That'd be fun.
From my perspective. So Oh God, how old? I want to say we were
Oh God, do you don't put ages with it, dude? You're gonna age me?
22 years old, whatever. So 20 plus years ago, right? We used to play this game
God.
called SOCOM on PlayStation. SOCOM, at least I think, I'm pretty sure it's right, but it was one of the first games, if not the first game, that you actually had. You could talk to people online when you play the game with them. Like it came with a headset, which I broke like 1,000 times. So I'm well versed in the headset it came with. But so that was the coolest thing ever, right? You would talk in the game in the lobby, and I think you could talk in the game too.
To
Basically,
your own team only.
yeah, to your own team only. But in the lobby, you could talk to everybody, which was the funniest thing ever because only
Ever.
one person could have, like the Call of Duty lobbies now, everyone's screaming at the mic. This game, only one person got the mic. So if you got the mic, everyone had to listen to whatever you had to fucking say that time. So very fun game, military style game. So anyway, I was obsessed with this game because it was the coolest thing ever. I remember so scared to talk to people, whatever. So whatever, playing this game for years, and then you get clans. You just group people you play with, you get a clan tag, whatever. So at some point we had cross paths, and I think you have a better story of the actual thing than I do, because or my wife played with us too, and she knows a better story than I do. But basically, we were playing the game, and we ended up playing at some point. I think we ended up joining the same clan or whatever, or I was on a clan, or we pulled you in. I don't remember what actually happened, but long story short, we started playing together all the time, and it was a lot of fun. You get to talk to people, you get to meet people, and then he's I'm a big Braves fan. I was a TBS kid, obviously Syracuse. It's Mets and Yankees, like fuck those guys.
They
So
both suck.
right, so I love the Braves. He's from Massachusetts, but he grew up. He lived in Atlanta basically most of his life, so he's a huge Braves fan. So that clicked a little bit, and then the PlayStation had a webcam. It was called the PlayStation Eye.
Oh, well,
And
here,
it was
let's pause it. I'll go back to tell the
all right.
story. So my part of the story. So my brother and I were playing together, and we used to play together often. Like he ended up moving in with me, and we play in the same room together, and it was a lot of fun. Well, one night we were playing Harvester. If I don't know if anybody's know any of these maps, but I'm just gonna tell the story anyways. We're playing this map called Harvester. And we've been playing with these guys for all night. And I remember one of the guys, his name is Frank. He says we got done playing. We get back in the lobby, and he's like, "Hey," he's like, "You guys are pretty fucking cool." He goes, I think you guys need to join our clan." And I'm like, okay, so back in the day, a team was a clan, and you had little tags with your clan on it. So I think it was 3 letters. It was 3 letters, right?
Was it CTTF because it was 4? Remember?
No. Oh, was it 4?
Yeah,
I wasn't part of.
It was
I wasn't
counterterrorism
CTTF.
task force. You weren't in that one? I'm pretty sure you were.
No. Maybe I was.
You had to have been. That was the main clan. Shout out to Big Hooligan, by the way.
Oh yeah,
he's out here somewhere.
Yeah, he might be. So anyway, so that night he said, I remember the conversation. He goes, "Man," he's like, I'm gonna play with our clan leader some other time soon. And he's like, I'm gonna talk to him about getting you guys in the clan. You guys are fucking cool. You guys are good. That's how it started. And Greg was the clan leader at the time.
Was I? This is why I said you have to fill the story in, because I don't remember any of this shit.
Yeah. So Greg was the clan leader. So I remember we ended up jumping back online another night to play, and you were on, and T was on, and Chris was on, and they were on. So it was Frank and his cousin. I forget his cousin's name. Anyways, him. And so we all ended up playing together, and you were like, I remember you were like, okay, you guys are cool. You guys can join the clan. You guys are pretty awesome. So yeah, that's how we met.
My criteria back when I was 20 was very high, right? All right, you guys talk. You guys are cool. That's good. Yeah, that sounds about right. And we fucking had the
oh my
best
God
time. Just the funniest game. I mean, competitive too. So we get a little couple series here and there, but sometimes just fucking awesome, like hilarious, right? And this was before people became friends online. Yes. Like this didn't happen. Now it's a very regular thing. So anyway, so we're playing all the time, having a great time, right? We had a big clan. We still talk to a lot of the people. Like I said, Chris is my brother-in-law, my wife's brother. He used to come. We buy a third TV at Walmart at 1:00 in the morning, and so there's 3 of us in our apartment all playing it, because that was back when online, multiplayer wasn't as as sophisticated as it is now. That's how old we are.
How the hell did
So
Wi-Fi hold up back then?
I don't even know. I think we had a network switch or something.
I was gonna say,
don't
do you have a
even
network
know.
thing and just run cables the entire
I
time?
don't
Okay.
even. Honestly, it's a great question because I
I
have
don't know
no
how the
idea.
hell we did
I
that.
don't know how. Maybe because we were the only people playing video games back then. We had enough bandwidth for that.
It could be. It could be.
But anyway, so obviously the friendship kind of spawned from there, and then at some point, PlayStation came out with a webcam called the Eye, and we used to. There were nights where we're like, we don't really want to play SOCOM. Let's just hang out. So we would hang out like we're hanging out right here. He's on the couch, drinking whiskey, getting all shitty. We're on our couch, getting shitty, having a good. And we would just shoot the shit like we were hanging out. Like it was a really. I know that was such a unique thing back then.
Yeah.
It's obviously very common now. So, I mean, to the point where I knew him before, his daughter was born. His daughter is, Jesus, how old is she now? About to graduate
17. She'll be 18 in December. It's insane.
So basically, that's kind of where. And then the funniest thing. So the first time we ever met was when your daughter was born. She just was born. She was like an infant, right?
Yeah, she wasn't even one yet, I don't think, when we came to see you guys.
So we've only known each other through this, and it was safe, right? Like we could see each other or whatever. So he came and visited his family up in Massachusetts, and we're like, hey, it's only like a 4-hour drive. It was like Thanksgiving or something, or around the area. Yeah,
it was.
So
yeah.
we were like, come on over. So he was like, all right, fuck it, I'll come over. We're like, oh shit, this is actually happening. So he brings the trust that this guy had in us. He brings his infant child, his wife at the time, and knocks on our door, and we open the door. Is like, hey, what's up? And then the rest is history. But it was like kind of like one of those weird anxious moments where you're like, this guy's not a killer, right? Or he's probably thinking the same thing. Like I come with a child, like please, this is my olive branch, right? But it was great because ever since then, we kind of take turns going back and forth. I'll go down to Atlanta. Like I love going to Atlanta, big Braves fan. He comes up here, Syracuse fan, Bills fan. It's a great time. We all just kind of flip a coin, go, who's coming up next? All right. We got a dog now who doesn't really like anybody, and Jason got an up close and personal experience with her. I
did.
She's a rescue. She's a little particular. He may have a hole in his shirt. I feel more horrible about that. But it's just the way she is. So we got to kind of probably spend a little more time in Atlanta in the near future. But
no, but I found a cool Airbnb to stay right down the street from you guys. So it's like fucking perfect. And
it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it worked out perfect.
I mean, I just paraphrased like 25 years and
you
5
did
minutes, but that's basically here I am doing a whiskey podcast or an amateur podcast on Saturday night at 43 years old. So
no, it's funny. I mean, yeah, when you talked about the eye thing, like we used to literally, I mean, like you said, like we used to be sitting there just talking to each other for hours and hours. There's funny stories of me and Greg just sitting there talking to each other, and his wife would come in from work and be like, hey Jason, how you doing? Like I lived at the place at his house, for crying out loud. So a lot of good times. And yeah, I mean, we played online for so many hours and so many times. I mean, we had so many laughs together. I don't know.
Did we ever even go to work? Like all I remember back then was playing video games. And we all had jobs.
We all had jobs, but I mean, one of those things that we had Blackberries. Do you remember we had Blackberries? We used to hit each other up on Blackberry Messenger all the time. Be like, you playing tonight? You gonna be on tonight? Blah blah blah. And we would literally come home, eat dinner, and just be on all night long playing that game over and over and over again. We're just shooting the shit.
Remember clan battles? We had to be on at a certain time. Yes. I had like call into work. Like, I'm sorry, I can't work today. I got a clan battle. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you wouldn't understand. We were ranked like kind of high.
We were
like top 10 in the country or something at one point. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it was cool.
We
at the
had
time.
Fun, man. Yeah, we had so much fun. I mean, there's so many funny stories too of just just us playing the game. I mean, I still laugh at some of the stories that we would do. So like there was always, you were either a Navy SEAL or you were a terrorist, right?
Yeah.
So like we'd be a terrorist and we'd be running around like a bunch of morons, and they'd yell "bula bula" over and over again, or whatever else they used to say. We just keep hitting the button, shooting people. I mean, there was stories of us hiding on people and ending the game, laughing our asses off because we shouldn't have killed somebody. We ended up doing it. Like I can't, there's so many funny stories and funny memories I have from playing a video game for years and years and years. But dude, it led to this 20+ year friendship. That's like the fucking coolest thing ever,
If they re-release that game tomorrow, I would be playing it. I wouldn't even be talking to you right now. I'd be playing SOCOM. I'd be like, sorry,
podcast
dude,
canceled.
Or you just podcast us while playing the game.
Yeah,
right? You'll just do a third screen and it's so much fun with it. So yeah,
it was
good
a
times.
blast, man. It was a blast. And then, man, we've had some cool times too. You traveling here. I mean, me coming up there. I mean, geez, man, I've been to Midnight Madness for Syracuse? Is that what they
Yeah, Midnight Madness. It was before the
with them?
game. Yeah, they had it's like a big, call it a festival. It's just like
Yep.
a fun before the season, get to know the team, slam dunk contest, Otto comes out, just fun stuff.
Yeah, that was cool. I got told Greg and Teresa told me I would never walk on the court and stand on the court. And sure enough, after all that was done, I just walked on the court and a security guard was cool enough. And I stood on center court and have a picture there. I got to see the Orange men beat Florida, the Seminoles in Syracuse, which was cool as shit. I got to go to Omegang. I got to go to the Baseball Hall of Fame. I got to go to Bills Niners games in Ralph Wilson, which is now the old Ralph Wilson's gone. Yeah. So now
and now the new one opens up, but I can't get tickets to. Well, I can get tickets to, but I have to sell my left arm to get there. I'm kind of mad about that. But
just sell a kidney instead. Keep your arm, sell a kidney.
So frustrating, but regardless,
that's a country song. Keep your arm, sell a kidney. We're gonna quote that on a country song.
I might have to go to that game, but you getting on the court, that was the Southern in you, because we're up from we're up here in New York. We don't ask those types of questions. We just assume everyone's a prick, and you were just like, hey, do you mind? He's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, holy shit, you just be nice to somebody and they actually respond in kind. Like, that's kind of weird. So that was kind of an eye opener there, but
that was fun. Yeah,
no,
we did.
The last time I came down to Florida, or we drove down there, was the last time I ever drove that long. So that was another milestone.
Oh, that's the long ass drive, dude.
15 hours, never again. I hate flying. I said I'd rather die in the plane than drive that one more time. That's just, I'm sorry, this is the worst ever. Anyway.
True that, man. True that. Oh God, what else? Oh, we went on. I will tell you, we could do a whole podcast on the 1 day epic pub crawl that we went on. That is fucking legendary. We hit up 15 different bars that day, at least 15.
It was, and the best part about it was that there was nothing. There wasn't anything happening. It wasn't like a scheduled thing, which made it even better because all the bars were accessible. So if anybody knows in Syracuse, I don't know if anybody who watches this knows of the area, but it's a smaller city, but they have a nice, cool little downtown area with a bunch of bars and stuff. The bars have changed plenty over the years, but I think it was a Saturday. We were just like, Jason's in town, let's just go to a bar. So we had 2:00 in the afternoon. We went to I don't even, didn't we start an Armory? Did we go to
we did start Armory Square?
Limerick?
Yep.
Yeah, all the bars down there. We were just kind of hopping. The next thing you know, we're up at Tip Hill, which is an Irish restaurant, an Irish neighborhood about 2 miles from downtown.
Where the street lights
up there.
Where the street lights.
Yeah, so there's one street light in Tip Hill where the green is on top and the red is on bottom. And the reason why is because there's actually a statue right in the corner of there. Very high density Irish neighborhood back in the 1800s or whatever. I mean, it still is, but so the kids in the area did not like the British red being on top of the Irish green. So they kept breaking with rocks the red light to the point where the city town officials just said, all right, fuck it. We're going to make it green on top. And they stopped breaking it. And it's been like that ever since. So it is pretty cool. And then, we just literally unprompted bar crawl through all the coolest spots in Syracuse. And it was a great day.
Yep. We ended up at small neighborhood bars on corners of streets in downtown Syracuse
but that's how it is.
It's awesome. I mean, you walk in and there's a bar and pool tables and it's like, get a drink. And I remember cocktails that night were like $2.50 or $3 or whatever the fuck we were drinking. I was like, nothing. Oh my God, man. It was amazing. One of the best days ever.
Tip Hill hasn't changed. I mean, that's how it still is. You're in a neighborhood, there's someone's house, and then there's a bar. Then you go down, and then someone's house, and there's a bar. Downtown's a little less, actually more of a bar. Hanover Square.
Yep.
That's another cool spot, but it's not like, your Nashville's, your New York City's, your whatever, where it's just like, this is the bar district. It's like, no, someone just lived here and opened a bar, and that's now we're in their house and drinking.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it was awesome, man. We had so much fun. The food up there is fantastic. Went to this New York State Fair a couple of times, which was pretty cool as well.
Largest fair in the country.
Yeah, I always love the food up there. I can't get enough of. I've had some of the best breakfasts and dinners and drinks and all that stuff. Man, I always look forward to going up there. I always have fun. We are a lot more low key now. We'll just sit at the house and drink and hang out, or we'll go to the lake house, your friends like Scott and Nicole's lake house and hang out there and just chill out. So we're much more laid back now, but it's always a great time, and everybody feels like family up there, which is cool as shit too, you know.
Shout out to Seamus.
Seamus is the boss. Seamus is Scott and Nicole's dog. Seamus is the coolest fucking dog ever.
Yeah.
He's like a big is he a big pit bull or is
he's a Staffordshire. Well, I don't know. He's a big bully. He's a big blue nose bully. He's awesome.
He's a little baby. He is a little baby.
He is. He's a little coffee table. He's the most dense object in the universe. He puts his
like,
paw on you, and he pushes you into another realm. Like it's insane how fucking dense this dog is.
He's so awesome, dude. He's a blast, man. So it's always fun. I always have a blast doing stuff with you guys. And it'd never change.
My favorite.
You're making a cocktail. I'm making a cocktail too.
Yeah,
Jeez, you just jumped in the cocktail realm.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting thirsty. I'm talking too much. This is like me at work on Teams. If I actually had a bar on my desk, I'd be doing the same thing. All right, guys, what are we talking about today? Well, hold on. Let me get my drink made here real quick.
All right, so I'm gonna make you are the second. Oh, congratulations! I am on season 4 now of my podcast, 70-something episodes in, which is just, I don't know. To me, I can't fathom it. It's crazy. So episode 1 of season 4, I had an amazing cocktail. I guess called bartender. She makes amazing cocktails. She actually works for Death & Co. in New York City. And I got this recipe from her, so I'm gonna make that now. It is a spicy margarita, and I made it in the podcast. So episode 1, you're gonna see me make it, and episode 2, you're gonna see me make it as well. So who cares? Because it's amazing. So I can't be mad about amazing cocktails. And I just spilled half the lime that I had in my mixer already. So that's awesome. Sweetness. So anyway, what did you think of the Cuishe?
I loved it. It was great.
It's for me, it's very very agave forward, little minimal smoke. There's not a lot of smoke to it, which is cool.
I agree with that, and I was actually looking for smoke, which is fine. I'm just winging it, but I'm not mad because it's still fantastic. But I feel like the more, like, I think the Dos Gazpachos, is that how we say it? I always
Dos
say it wrong.
Gazpachos, yep.
Yeah, that is. I feel like that's a smokier one than the other ones I've been drinking recently, but it just could be recency bias. I don't know.
What I find, well, for a couple things, right? Your palate's going to change over time because you're going to get used to it. So like, even for me, like when I had a bunch of scotch on Memorial Day weekend, and the peated scotch even is a lot different for me now because I drink so much mezcal. I think I've gotten used to that. Also though, too, is that honestly, like, I hope I say this right. I don't want to say quality mezcal. Not all mezcal is about just the smoke flavor. And just my personal experience, when I first got into mezcal, I was very nervous about going and buying a bottle because some of the bottles I tried were very smoke heavy. And I'm like, there's got to be more to this than just drinking smoke. So come and find out over time, the more quality bottles that I've gotten into, the more I wouldn't say even balanced, just there's more depth of flavor that there is, and it's just not all about the smoke. So take that for what it is.
Believe it or not,
does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I mean, because I know we had a funny conversation over the phone about calling a smoky tequila, and I know I was just breaking his balls after a while. Like, I know, because he's like, more of like a dram amateur, right? So I just kept calling it smoky tequila. He was getting so mad. I don't think he was actually getting mad, but he was just like, it's not fucking smoky tequila. I was like, they like smoky tequila to me, bro. But no. So I mean, that's how every time you try to explain mezcal to somebody, you just call it smoky tequila and they understand it. So, but the Syracuse area actually has a ton of really good Mexican restaurants.
Really? How come we haven't been to any?
So, because we're kind of just discovering them recently.
Oh, you've been Bogart. So, you've been
when you
keep away from me.
The next time you come up, we're gonna take you to I don't even. What the hell is it called? Plaza Grande. It's Plaza Grande in West Hill. They have the best mezcal drinks in the area.
Really?
I'm trying to remake them. I got to get like a passion fruit mixture with like pineapple and the mezcal, that the tahini. I got the tahini. Tahini, yeah. I got a big jar of it. Like, I love that shit. But they make really good mezcal. So everyone's like, Greg, you gotta make that mezcal that you had at Casablanca. I'm like, can't make that. I don't work there. I just drink it. So, but I made just now the recipe that you sent me, it's actually a mezcal Manhattan, where it's literally just a shot and a half of that cuishe. Is that how you say it?
Yep.
And Cuishe, and then the Cimarron with a little bit of bitters, a flamed orange peel. I actually have an actual butane lighter. The first time I ever used it, I was like, yeah, I can definitely smoke my garnish. Yeah, who doesn't have one of these? I just happen to have one, so I fucking did it. So I'm geeking out over here with this stuff. And a little bit of agave syrup. This is fantastic.
That's awesome.
Can't drink 1,000 of these. You gotta go pick up the wife in a little bit. So I'll probably drink this one. Not that we're going far, but
just 999, not 1,000. I fucked mine up. I totally jacked up mine. I was supposed to do 1.5 ounces of tequila. I went 2 ounces. I was supposed to do 3/4 of an ounce of chili liqueur. I ended up going with 1.5 ounces. So I fucked my drink up. If the bartender I interviewed, Mari, if she watches this podcast, she'll probably be like, "Great job, Jason. You fucked up your amazing cocktail." But we're gonna drink it anyways. We're gonna see how it is.
I think he'll survive. I think.
So I used a spice. I did a spicy margarita. So you're supposed to do lime juice, 1 ounce of lime juice. You do 3/4 of an ounce of chili liqueur. I got this really like bougie one called Alma Tepec. I don't fucking know. It's been a long day. Anyways, it's really, really good. It's a Chile Pasaya mix. Anyway, it's really good. I did 1/2 ounce of mezcal and then 1.5 ounces of tequila. And I used
kind of tequila
Siete Leguas, my favorite.
Oh, they had that there, I think. Oh, maybe they didn't. They're gonna yell at me if they don't have it there. If they don't have it there, they'll have it there now. Next time I go there, just because
love Siete Leguas.
Because I mentioned it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Yeah, this is way too much stuff in mine, but we're gonna try it.
It's very good.
It's still good. Ooh, it's spicier. Ooh, I like it.
So I have to tell the funny story of when Liz came in February for that March Madness.
Oh, yes, you have to. We went to a game that day, though, didn't we?
I think so.
Yeah.
So Liz I wish she grew up in Hawaii.
So Liz was in, her mom and dad were in the Navy, so they moved around a lot. So she was born in Connecticut, I think, but they lived in Connecticut, Virginia, Florida, all over the place. But she spent like from 6th or 7th grade till she graduated high school in Hawaii, like real tough life growing up.
Got a Southern accent that really sets the stage here, right? So we're like, you're coming up in February. So it's February, Syracuse, fun fact, actually gets the most snow of any large city in the country. That is not just me bullshit, and it's a fucking fact. So we get buried with snow, and it's fucking cold, and it sucks. I live about 20 minutes north of Syracuse, and we get twice as much snow as Syracuse.
True.
And then 10 minutes north of me gets twice as much as we do. It's just,
oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, dude, the further you go up, so there's like a big Great Lake Ontario here, and then here's Syracuse, and we get these lake effect bands that just sit here for 4 days and bury you in, but they're only this wide.
Yeah.
So you can drive through 5 snow bands and be able to like almost die, and then you can see the stars, and then you almost die. And so anyway, she gets off the plane, and we're picking her up, and it's one of the days.
Well, hold on. Before you even landed, when you land coming in from Atlanta, many times you come in over the Finger Lakes.
Mm-hmm.
So first thing, I couldn't even see the Finger Lakes coming in. That was number one, right? I remember she looked out the window and she's like, "Is it fucking snowing?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's snowing." It was still like a bitch that day.
And you landed at night too.
It was after your work, right?
Yeah, it's right. I mean, because it's in February, it gets dark at 4:30.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
it's the way the planet's tilted. Like Atlanta is brighter longer than we are. It's like pitch dark at 4:00 here.
Yep.
So I just remember picking her up. I'm in like a hoodie, like whatever. It's fucking miserable, and she's just like wandering. It's like a movie if like she's on Hoth or something, with Star Wars or just wandering. I'm like, "We're over here, Liz." She's like, "What the fuck?" The whole time, so I was like, at least you got a little taste of what we live with every single day, and we had a good time. But it was fucking cold, and she was miserable. And I wasn't not like celebrating her being miserable, but it was funny that somebody who's lived in that comfort
Yep.
Got to experience the full Syracuse experience, just like I've gone down to Atlanta in August, and I'm like, I want to kill myself. This is awful.
Yeah.
This is the hottest day I've ever experienced in my life.
It's
So
fucking miserable. Yeah, I remember that time. So first of all, I remember when you picked us up. I remember you were like, dude, it's not. It was supposed to be done snowing, and it's just still snowing, and it was supposed to
never
like
stops.
it would just snow the entire fucking weekend. I remember we went and bought her boots before she went because she wanted to have like not like high boot, but she wanted to have like winter boots. And I remember where we parked for the game, we had to like go. I think we had to go across the campus to get to the dome, and we were walking in like I think almost like 6 or 7 inches of snow. So she's like, "Thank God I have these boots," and she was warm and everything, but she was like glad she had brought everything she did.
Yeah, then you get there and you have to unpack everything. You have to bring garbage bags with you when you go to the stadium so you can take all your things that you stacked up on because you're sweating when you're in there because it's 100,000 degrees. That's the thing. Syracuse University is one of the oldest. It's like 1832 or so. It's built on a giant hill at Syracuse. There's no parking. There's no parking anywhere. You can park if you're like an alumni who like donated $1 billion to build the football stadium, but otherwise you got to find street parking down the bottom. So yeah, there is no like, just hop out of your car and go to the dome. It's no, we're parking at some frat house driveway, and we got to walk across campus in the blistering cold. Yeah, you really earn your stripes up here if you you survived a few winters. You can definitely brag about it.
Yeah, it's yeah, definitely. That was a fun trip. And I remember too when we all weekend it snowed. I mean, everything we did, it snowed all weekend. I remember when we were leaving too, it was still snowing. They had to de-ice the plane. She had like claustrophobia because it was smelling, like the de-ice like chemical was smelly and everything like that. And she's like, "Have you ever done this before?" I'm like, funny thing is, this is the first time I've ever been on a plane and they de-iced it. I've never had to be de-iced before in my entire life. That was the first time ever too for me. So
it's super annoying. You got to wait. It's like, oh my God, just take off. But then you're like, you know what? Take your time. Just go ahead and de-ice that thing. You know,
make sure
you're mad. I get mad, and then I'm like, wait a minute. Let's put this in perspective here. Why don't you just go ahead and fly without crashing? So, I mean, I had to buy an extra snowblower. Well, I bought an electric shovel just for my backyard.
An electric shovel. What the fuck is an electric shovel?
Dude, they got electric shovels, man. It's literally a shovel that you push, and it's a battery powered, and it launches the snow like a mini snowblower.
Shut up! You're
bullshit. I have one in my backyard.
Go to Home Depot, not my Home Depot.
At my Home Depot, they sell electric shovels. They sell a 40 volt and an 18 volt. I have a regular 18 volt. I had to use it because the back patio, because the dog, otherwise she'll just piss and shit in the patio. I had to clear her path. So I go snowball the driveway. Then I got to get the electric shovel and I got to use that, but it only does like 6 inches. So I have to like shave off a foot, shave off a foot. Yeah. Snow blowing is like a 3-hour job every single night up here. But yeah, even I have to get the bigger shovel this year. They got a 40 volt that does like a 1.5 feet. I got to move on to that one because that's how you have to have a shovel for your backyard here just to access, just so your dog can use the bathroom.
I didn't even know they had electric shovels. I'm today years old.
You got to look at it. They're amazing. They're mini snowblowers. They're mini electric snowblowers.
That's insane.
One of the best things I ever bought.
One of the best things I've never seen in my entire life. It appears. That's crazy.
Well, next time you come up, you can use it. I'll let you shovel the whole driveway with it. I'll be sitting from the window with my Manhattan. Oh, you're looking good out there. Or you're my old fashioned.
Oh shit. That's funny. I mean, I grew up in Massachusetts. So like, I remember I have horror stories of shoveling and fucking plows would go by and there's fucking 3 feet of snow at the end of the driveway, all clumped up. And it's the heaviest damn snow you ever fucking lifted in your life. And I have horror stories of shoveling. So I do miss shoveling maybe once a year, but other than once a year, I'm done. I have no interest in shoveling again.
After like day 3, we live in like the top corner of our town, so we're like the last street to get plowed. So I now have a hack now. If the plows haven't come, I have to snow plow down the road to make sure that when he plows, he doesn't plow it all on my driveway. But I can only do the left side of my driveway because it comes from that way and pushes the snow this way versus that. I got the whole thing mapped out. It still doesn't work. It still comes and fucks my shit up, and I'm just like, whatever. The best days is when you hit the garage door, and where we live. Like when you guys hear about the snow in the news, they're talking about Syracuse. So Syracuse is going to get hit. Yes, they get hit. When I wake up and I open up my garage door and I don't see sunlight and there's no sunlight and there's no sunlight and then all of a sudden there's sunlight and I'm not joking. I have like up to almost my waist in snow. That's not on the news. That's just fuck you and your neighborhood. You got buried. I got to call my boss, be like, yep, it happened again. I'll be at work at about 10 o'clock. And we literally have, we happened to what's a couple of years ago. The plows got stuck in our neighborhood.
That's
The plow was
crazy.
up, got stuck, and they couldn't
And
get
you
out.
live in a flat neighborhood too. That's insane.
Yes. So that's
You still go to
always fun.
work? Who the fuck works when it snows?
Well,
Just work
sometimes
from
I'll come
home.
down. I don't care. It's sometimes if I can't get into it, I'm down here in the computer and I'll work.
Yeah.
But I like being in the office. I don't know. I'm weird. But again, my office is not. You can get to anywhere in Syracuse in 15 minutes. Anywhere.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't matter
nice.
where you
Yeah.
live. So I can get 50 minutes. So that's what I do.
And see, everything here is an hour. So like I
Exactly.
could go to the office too. And I'm like, why would I drive 2 hours per day when that's 2 hours I could do something else work wise and be more productive? So and not waste time and money driving into the office, you know? All that fun stuff. I didn't fuck this cocktail up, which is good.
It's kind of hard to do that unless it's just pure battery acid. Like I said, if you
Yeah.
use the right booze, it's not
Yeah.
possible. I just finished mine. This is why I can't drink liquor though.
Jesus, you just plowed that thing. You just made it.
I can't help it. This is why I don't do this. This is why I drink beer so I can wake up in the morning without ruining my entire day.
From now on, we're gonna do like another podcast, and we'll do like a 3-hour marathon, and we'll see how long you can last before you just fall on the floor. But you're a pretty tall guy, so you could probably go pretty long time.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can go toe to toe. I mean, you have the experience on me, but I got the genetics. I think I can throw some down if I really need to.
So the Bills gonna shit the bed this year. Let's talk football. Bills gonna shit the bed. New stadium. I mean, that thing looks epic.
I mean, there's a lot of bad stuff coming out about McDermott. Not bad stuff, but just like weird stuff. Like really, and there's a lot of good reporters out there that I kind of have respect for, and they do their homework. And it's not, you don't like kicking people when they're down, right? But that dude apparently. It took him until like last year to realize that team went through at Josh Allen. Like he thought he was the reason why they were successful himself. And, he had to do things, everyone had to do things the way he needed to get done. And he would get so tight. And, you've had any sports or any kind of work experience where you got a leader who's tight. The whole group's going to be tight.
Yeah.
So, they get rid of him. And apparently, basically the 13 seconds in Kansas City kind of broke him, which took a few years to kind of, finally pull the trigger on it. But not saying Joe Brady's going to be the guy who's, going to fix everything. But I can tell you the vibes, he's a vibes guy, and he's definitely got the vibes. And Josh is a giant child, right? I mean, he's a good dude, but he's a fucking bro. Like he needs to be able to just do whatever he wants and just, let him be his personality. So I think somebody described it really good for me the other day. I think you'll see really high highs and really low lows. You gotta just make sure or hope that you hit those highs at the right time. And I think they will. I say that every year, but when you got a guy like him, I can kind of say that with not an egg on my face because it's like, yeah, we've had shitty teams and that dude is insane. So, clearly he's insane.
Oh,
right?
Jesus, here we go. It was snowing. There was 6 inches of snow on the ground.
And he still did that.
San Francisco. You're used to it. He played in fucking Wyoming. Didn't he play in Wyoming, right?
He played in Wyoming. He's from Fireball, California, though.
Jesus. Here we go.
So I don't know. Well, I think we'll be good. Like we've been good the past 10 years. Do we have enough to go all the way? I don't fucking know. I don't pretend like
Who's better than you guys, you think, in the AFC? Patriots?
No, fuck, they're gonna fuck.
Really?
No, dude, that was just. I'm telling you, I'm not worried about that. That the Patriots wins fucking 7 games this year, I'll be surprised. And that's not even me being a homer. Like, ask anybody who watches football.
Ravens.
The Ravens are always going to be good. I have no idea who their fucking coach is, and sure, there's always the risk. There's always he was the DC from the Chargers. So it's always risky when you pull a trigger. Like Brady was in the building, and you can see it's a conservative look. But I think the Bills have the tools; they just need the right leadership, which I think is what they did. When you do something like what they did in Baltimore, I mean, it could definitely play out. I mean, look what happens to Mike McDonald, and they should have just fucking kept Mike McDonald. I thought the Ravens' defense was insane when McDonald was there, and they kept Harbaugh, and he went to Seattle, and 2 years later, the Super Bowl champion. Like it was very obvious. The very next year, the Ravens' defense was just dog shit. So, you just got to hit those coordinators. I mean, Ben Johnson's very detail oriented. So, going to the Bears, he turned the Bears around, but there's going to be players who aren't going to be able to play in that system. And look at DJ Moore couldn't play in the system, and maybe he can play in the Bill. Like they always say, like, if you're not on your spot by a half an inch, he's going to ream you out. Josh is like, just get over there somewhere and I'll fucking throw the ball to you. So but you'd be lying to say I know anything about the locker room. I don't know what these guys talk about every day. I don't know who likes who. I don't know whose wife's mad at him that day or what. Like, you don't fucking know like the dynamics of that stuff. So you can look at the roster, you can say, okay, does it work? Does it not work? That's why you always see these teams every year that just come out like, I didn't think they were going to be any good, and it's just things mesh. So but I mean, we get more exposure to locker rooms nowadays than we ever have before, and I like what I see. But I mean, the Bengals are going to be good. I mean, I'm always terrified of that team, and I just love that their defense sucks so much. I mean, Burrow's
all the time, every year.
But I think they've done a lot of good stuff in their roster this year. I think they'll be a good team. Ravens, again, the Chiefs, fuck the Chiefs, but they're going to be good.
I hate the fucking Chiefs.
I mean, we open up in Texas. I mean, the Texans, if they get their offense,
do you really?
Yeah, we do not play well there. So, I mean, the AFC's good. I mean, but are the Broncos going to be good again next year? I don't know. Maybe the Chargers. I don't know. Like, you see what happens with Justin Herbert in the playoffs last year against the fucking. That was embarrassing. Like that. Really embarrassing. That tells me like I don't think that team is ever going to do anything with that dude, the quarterback, because you can't. You got to just show something, man. Like that was pathetic. So I don't think. I mean, Dolphins blow. I mean, the fucking Jets. God, I mean, so. We'll probably win 11 games again. We'll probably win the division. If we don't, I'd be surprised. Yeah, the Patriots got us last year, but they had the most fucking JV schedule ever. Yeah, they did beat us. That's fine. We also came back on them 24/7 and fucking beat them, ripped their hearts out. They never ran into us into the playoffs again. We would have beaten the brakes off of them. So
yeah. Do you think you make the AFC Championship?
It's a crapshoot, man. I don't.
You got to throw a yes or a no out there.
I mean, I will always say
make
yes.
the Super Bowl.
Yes, if we have it, if we're not hurt, and the chip dominant. I mean, I'm gonna say that all the time.
Super Bowl.
I'm never gonna be like, no, they're not gonna fucking make it. Like, of course, my wife's rolling her eyes right now wherever she is, and she's gonna watch this and be like, yeah, that's a great question to ask that guy. He's gonna give you an honest answer.
No, it's hey, you never know.
Well, because for the whole decade that we sucked, she would always ask me that question, and she's like, "You always fucking say that, and we always suck." I'm like, "Yeah, but one of these times I'm going to be right." It's
going to happen, yeah.
And I've been right 8 years in a row, so my time is now, right? So I don't know. I just love watching the season and how it unfolds.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm excited about the Braves. I mean, I don't think it's going to last.
I am too. Yeah, I'm
injured.
I'm wondering the same thing. I am shocked by how well they're playing. It's fun to watch baseball again. It's not painful. There's other teams that are heating up in the division, which is a little nerve-wracking as well, but hopefully we stay healthy for the rest of the year. I mean, what we've done already with injuries already. So hopefully those people start coming back. We start playing better, or even continue to play as good as we're playing. So we could make a run for it again this year.
We got to do something at, the deadline, because we have too many injuries at the starting pitchers. We can't survive off of Martin Perez's. Yeah, awesome. I'm glad this 35-year-old guy we DFA'd in April is still here, but we have Strider's toast. I mean, Chris Sale's awesome, but he's in his late 30s.
We tried it last year and it didn't work. Remember? I mean, we didn't do anything at the trade deadline. We've done this as a team now for the last couple of years. We run all these guys up from AAA, AA, whatever. They're all these guys that are like mediocre good, or they or there's promise in them, but they're not at the place they need to be yet to carry a team to where we need to go.
Yeah, we don't have these. Yeah, they're not established. I mean, the only thing is the offense is playing better than that's. I mean, Riley is just killing me. That contract was always going to be an albatross.
Can you imagine if he turns it around at all, even a little bit?
I don't know if he's going.
Even a smidge, dude. Even a smidge.
Acuna can't stay healthy.
Dude, that guy's a train wreck. Strider too can't stay healthy.
My heart. Yeah, we got to do something with the rotation. But the bullpen's awesome. Yeah, our lineup is killing it, so you can do a lot of damage with that, right? So, I mean, look when we won the World Series, we were under 500 in August, and then just got to go get Soler. Just go pick up Soler.
Yeah,
we'll be all set. He'll be our right-handed DH with Dominic Smith, and then We'll go win the World Series.
Just call 1-800-DAN Ugla. Let's bring Dan back. Let's go.
Yeah,
We'll just mash the ball.
I don't know about that. Although he's probably better than our shortstop right now.
I will tell you, every single time the Soler video comes up from when he mashed the ball out of the Astros thing, I send it to my buddy who's an Astros fan. I literally send him the reel every single time. He probably fucking hates me by now, but I don't care. It's a piece of our history that I absolutely love. I'll never forget it.
I could be presenting in a meeting with 100 people and that thing pops up. I'm like, hold on a second, guys. I just gotta watch this. All right. What we're talking about? I don't care. That is the best Joe Buck's call. Shit. Just how far he hit. It wasn't even like that was the best part. Like he didn't just like tap it. He fucking murdered that thing.
Killed it.
500 feet out of the stadium. And then it zooms into like Dusty Baker freaking out and the fans are like
fans
that was
are all
the
sad.
Best. The whole the hit, the call, the zooming in on the fucking fan, like all of it was just art. Put it in the Louvre because it deserves to be there. That was amazing.
Agreed. Yeah, we had a fun moment too, if you remember back when. So I remember I went to opening day, I think Jason Hayward's first year. I think so we were out in left field when he hit the home run. And I think, was I on the phone with you or did I call you after it happened?
I know where I was. I was at work.
You're at work. I remember that.
And I was watching it on like Gamecast at work. So I was not watching it live. And then I saw, like, I was obviously very anxious. I knew he was up and I'm watching, intently. And I saw like, in play runs. I'm like, no fucking way. And then he hit the home run. And that was one of the best, coolest home runs in Braves history, in my opinion. It's too bad he didn't really work out the way we all thought he would. But that was an awesome moment too.
Yep. Didn't I call you?
You probably did. I remember freaking out. Like, everyone's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nothing. Just leave me alone. I figured something out.
Zambrano, man.
Yeah. Yep. 3-0 pitch or something. That was, I think that was his furthest home run in his career, I think, too.
Was it really?
Or something like that. Like that was one of his furthest. His first home run was one of his furthest home runs he ever hit. He just retired recently. He still got a 15-year career out of it. That's or a 20-year career. Like he made his money. He was a serviceable player.
Yeah, definitely. I remember being there that day. That place just erupted. It was absolutely fucking insane. That and the other fun experience we had is last time you came down, we got to go to Truist. And we got to see a really cool. We sat up above home plate, and I think like the 200s or section or something. Like that was a dope game. And the lady in front of us was reading smut on her phone all night long. That was awesome.
She was reading. Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that. We thought it was like the end of the year, so the game didn't matter. So we were just reading this lady's smut. We're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like the whole team was not playing, so I guess that's the right time to go read smut at a Braves game on a screen. Just like the boomer screen, so it's like zoomed in. Like I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like put that thing down, lady. Like somebody get this chick a drink and something. Jesus Christ!
It was the greatest thing ever. It was the greatest thing ever, man. It was the greatest thing ever.
That's funny.
So, well, hey, man, I'll give you my Niners prediction and I'm gonna let you go. So first of all, I get to go to the Niners Falcons game this year, which is fantastic. I'm sitting in row 2 behind the Niners bench, man. I am fucking stoked beyond stoked for that. So I am super excited. We play you guys another 2 years? Not this year, not next year, the year after?
Let's see here.
Because we played each other. Shut up.
December 1st, 2001. So yeah, 2008, we'll play you guys again.
Jesus God.
2 more years, 2 more seasons.
Jesus.
It's right on there. I had to look. I had the data. I had the data.
We're ending the podcast here. We began the podcast that way. We're ending the podcast that way. All right, ladies and first of all, so sorry. Thank you for coming on, dude. Thank you for sending me a picture of your Wild Common Cuishe so that we can come on and shoot the shit tonight. Fucking fantastic hour. We don't connect that much because we all have lives and are busy as fucking shit. So we need to do this maybe more often just to shoot the shit and watch a Braves game and just drink maybe. I mean, that would be a podcast. I don't have a problem with that.
We can do. I'll ship you out some Treehouse, and you can open up the cans in real time, and we'll do a podcast in a couple weeks. Or
now you're speaking my language, buddy.
Whatever you want to do. I mean, if you stick around long enough in that podcast, I probably will fall out of my chair if I have enough of those. So
you are speaking my language. Let's make that happen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for this episode of the Dram Amateur Podcast. A huge thank you to Greg for joining the podcast, and to all of you for tuning in, sipping along, and being part of this amazing community. If you enjoyed the show, please take a moment to like, share, and leave a review. It helps me grow and reach more spirit lovers like you. Until we get to share one more pour together, screw the Bills, go 49ers. Cheers.
That wraps up another episode of the Dram Amateur Podcast. Thanks for being part of the community and the conversation. Until we get to share one more pour together, cheers.